So you want to use MCP servers in JetBrains AI Assistant? Well, follow me. Hey, what's up? Let's install MCP servers in JetBrains AI Assistant. Over here, I have my IntelliJ. I'm a Java user and I love to use IntelliJ. And as part of that, I installed JetBrains AI Assistant. If you do not have JetBrains AI Assistant yet, you can go to Settings and then to Plugins, and then you can search for JetBrains AI Assistant. You see over here that I have JetBrains AI Assistant purchased because it is a separate plan next to my subscription to the Pro license of JetBrains IDEs. I have it installed and I now want to use it to help me with coding and install MCP servers to it. So as you can see here on the sidebar, I have the AI chat, which is part of JetBrains AI Assistant. Let's open that and we will have a chat interface. To install MCPs with that, let's go to Settings, and then you will see the AI Assistant and the Model Context Protocol. In this pane, you can easily install your MCP servers by just adding the name, the command, and the arguments. First, I will start with installing a search MCP. In this case, Brave Search. Brave is a search engine that you can use by doing API calls, and they already created an MCP server. If I'm going through the GitHub repository of the official MCP server from Brave, you will already see that I can use, for instance, npx as part of npm to download the MCP server and start it. I do need an API key. Luckily, I already have that, so let's install it right away. Brave MCP. Let's put in the command npx, and the arguments are -y and the Brave MCP server. By default, it uses the transport mode standard IO, which is perfectly fine in my case. However, I need to install some environment variables, in this case, my Brave API key. And I have to download that API key or copy paste that API key over here as a value. Okay, so my installation is not yet complete. I do have to click apply. Whenever the green tick pops up, you will see that the Brave MCP server is installed and is available for you in JetBrains AI Assistant. So the green tick is visible. That means the MCP server is available and I can use it. So let's open JetBrains AI Assistant, which I did over here. If I do /brave, you will already see that I have a lot of functions that are available from the MCP now in my AI Assistant. I can call them directly, but it would be way easier if I can just ask a question and it automatically uses it. So let's ask it a random question to search the internet. What is the full address of Café de Basis in Breda, the Netherlands? Which is one of my favorite cafes that I go to. As you can see, it searches the web and it finds out that it is at this address at Veemarktstraat 4 in Breda, the Netherlands. What is their website? And it will provide me the website here as well. Let's open it. And we have the website over here and their Google Maps, and basically everything works. So this is very useful to enter or to enhance your AI assistant with a search engine, because now you can enhance your context whenever you know something, but the AI assistant doesn't know or the model doesn't know from the training. But let's install something more actionable for you as a coder. Let's start a new chat and let's install the Snyk MCP server as well. The Snyk MCP server is an MCP server that can help your coding assistant find and fix vulnerabilities. To do that, we need to install the Snyk MCP server, which is part of Snyk Studio. On the website, you can find what Snyk Studio means, how you can install the MCP server. There are several quick guides. And as you can see over here, the Snyk MCP is part of the Snyk CLI, and you need at least version 1.1298.0. Well, I have the CLI already available on my machine, so let's use that one. I don't want to install a new CLI, but let's see what version I have over here. As you can see, I have version 1.298.3, which is perfectly fine, and I can use the MCP server. So let's do that. Let's go back to Settings and to the MCP server and add a new one. Now let's call this Snyk MCP. The command I'm going to use is the local command for the CLI. At my machine, it works at just typing Snyk, but sometimes it can be that you have to provide the full path to the executable. Arguments, MCP, and a transport protocol is the standard IO. And that should be enough. By the way, if you ever want to use the JSON view to do that, you can just click to as JSON and you will see the JSON output, which is very similar to other MCP servers, how to configure that. Again, click on OK and apply, and let's start up the MCP server from my local CLI. Alternatively, you can also use npx to use either the latest or a specific version of the CLI in the same way as I did with Brave MCP. So the green tick is there, means it's installed. Let's go back and let's find out if when I'm using the AI assistant, you will see that I now have a bunch of Snyk functions available, like Snyk code, which does SAST, basically static application security analysis or static code analysis. And then we have SCA, which is software composite analysis that scans your dependencies, and so forth and so forth. But again, I don't want to call these things by hand. Let's ask if it can scan my application for code vulnerabilities and leave the dependencies behind for now. So scan my code for security issues. So it automatically points out that it wants to use Snyk SAST, and it does a Snyk auth status, which says like, hey, are you logged in with your CLI? Is your MCP in this case connected with your account? It is already, so I don't have to redo it again. If I do have to re-authenticate, it will pop up a window. So it did SAST analysis and it gave me the output. Some high severity issues like a SQL injection and a cross-site request forgery and deserialization of untrusted data, but also medium severe issues, etc. And it will point out where these things are. For instance, I could now change from chat mode to edit mode and ask the AI assistant to help me out fix these vulnerabilities. Not sure if it's good enough, but that is a way to go on. Which means this can be very helpful when you are vibe coding or you are letting your AI assistant help you code certain modules in your system. And then you can ask the Snyk MCP, or you can ask it automatically to scan newly created code with Snyk to prevent new security vulnerabilities in your application. If you want to know more about the Snyk MCP in this case, I already showed you that there are quick start guides for Snyk Studio, and there are quick start guides on the left-hand side. You will see a bunch of quick start guides for different coding agents or an assistant, and including that one is JetBrains AI Assistant, and that one brings you to all the step-by-step walkthrough how to use the Snyk MCP with the JetBrains AI Assistant. In this case, I demoed all of this with IntelliJ, but JetBrains AI Assistant is available in all IDEs of JetBrains, and therefore the MCP can be installed in the same way in all of the other IDEs that are part of the JetBrains suite. All right, I hope this was useful. So if you found this useful, please click like and share this video with somebody else so they can get value out of it as well. If you made it this far, please be sure to subscribe to this channel so you are sure that every new video that comes out will be directly available to you and you will not forget. Thanks for watching, stay safe, happy coding, and talk to you later.